Hey everybody.
Welcome to week 2 of the
Church Collective
vlog.
Episode 2. We enjoyed chatting with some of you last time.
Clone Wars.
That
Episode 2.
Oh.
As you were.
Lost it.
What's March 25th?
This is B-roll.
Yeah.
Sup?
What's March 25th?
Join us for the conference. That's not going to focus.
Yes, goddamn.
What text should we use, Anthony?
Comic Sans, it stands out.
Don't do that.
Oh, turn it off.
Here we are again.
Back
at it again with the black shoes.
Starting a new thing on our Instagram stories. If you're not connected with us on Instagram, we've got quite the following over there. It's been kind of resident sleeper for a while, and now we're going at it. Got some inspiration from you from one of our long-standing contributors, Carly. Lives in New Jersey, just planted a new church. First service at their brand new church, 500 people came to it, so they're doing something right there. For
Wow,
sure.
wow.
Yeah.
Isn't it New Jersey?
New Jersey.
We'll have to ask her.
Guys, it's Jersey.
And what's this?
Oh, sometimes you need to follow the trends on everybody you see on Instagram. So you buy the things that they buy, and you do the things they do.
Out here in California, we get killer bacon. It's bacon on a stick. Heck yeah.
Have you ever gone to a Filipino party? Like one of the
Front camera.
Not that I'm aware of.
you're gonna-
This is Lydio.
Hey! Do well.
Wild weekend started.
So, well,
Friday at 2:30 p.m.
yeah. So remember, if you followed us on last week's episode, which we could put a link to that episode right here in this box, right?
Don't move
Anthony?
it. Please don't move it. Just
Okay,
keep it
right
there.
here. So in last week's episode, our production manager in charge of all of the technical stuff had a baby, which is great.
Yeah.
And then this week, the guy that was going to run an entire conference for our guy that had a baby got sick,
Yeah.
which is great. So we took the backup for the backup,
Yep.
and Josh stepped up and showed up, which is a good discipleship lesson. There's a big women's conference at our church this weekend, and our sound guy got sick. Emergency mode activated. So Josh ran sound for a women's conference. Sheila Walsh, it was great.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ladies in that room.
A lot
Yeah.
of ladies in the room. So we've got a running theme for our videos too. At this point, as technology fails us, so we ran into our first rehearsal on Saturday night. We hit the button on our Loop Community Looptimus. Boom! We start the song. We practice for about 10 seconds, and then everything just explodes. And our really nice Mac that runs Ableton decided to stop working for about 45 minutes.
Brian broke Ableton, and now we have no musicians for the weekend.
This is great.
So how are we doing today?
We were good up until we started practice.
Jeff, you ready for the weekend? So how's it going?
Good enough for life.
We don't do that too often.
Just waiting.
Not going.
What's happening, Alyssa?
Hey, what's up? Just chilling.
Wow, that's what I was gonna say.
Hi.
This is how you set up Ableton. It's important to spend a half an hour of your rehearsal working on Ableton. Right?
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares? So eventually we got the thing going. We had about 30 minutes left for rehearsal. The band ran through everything, and we got the job done. And engagement was pretty cool. We talked last week about trying to get our congregation to engage more, and I thought it might have worked. Why did it work, Josh? I'm talking a lot. I'm giving you room to talk. Now's the time you should talk.
Hi. Why did it work?
I don't know.
You know what we did? We had a coaching moment this weekend. You know, sometimes we'll ask our congregation to like raise their hands. This week we actually had a moment where the lead pastor asked everyone to stretch their hands forward as we prayed for a bunch of students going on a mission trip. We usually flow between songs pretty quickly. Like we'll trash can out of a song and the new song starts. We took a moment and stopped and paused this week, and Ryan kind of shared a little bit of the heart behind a new song we were doing. and kind of help relate that to where people are. And so that was a great way to introduce a new song.
It worked. They sang. We did a couple of familiar songs. One of our things that our team has been working on is trying to find those anthems for our church. In the fact that as we get together every week in our production meetings, we try to say what worked, what didn't work, trying to keep a running list of, hey, the engagement was really, really strong on this one. For our church, they really like anthems that declare truths. Example, "Oh, Praise the Name" from Hillsong. Has a lot of like great biblical truth, and our congregation really loves to go after it.
Yeah, so we had a women's conference this weekend, we said, and while we're talking about conferences, if you're on the West Coast...
If you're on the West Coast, we have a conference coming up in less than 2 weeks now.
How much is it?
It's free.
Your lead pastor will approve. March 25th.
25th, we've got all of your favorite Church Collective personalities. If you've looked at like the guitar workshops, Chris Bellamy's going to be there.
Yeah.
A bunch of the rest of the guys. A bunch of free practical training for you and your team. But we're going to do our best to stream a lot of it on our various social media platforms too. So if you're not on the West Coast, you should make sure you're connected with us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
If this is like 2021 and by some reason you're still watching this, it's too late.
It's too late.
March 25th, there will not. Well, there probably won't be a conference in 2021,
Right.
so you missed it.
At least not on March 25th. Maybe it's another day.
You can find out by going to thechurchcollective.com.
Yeah.
Because that will still exist.
It will.
And what's great is at our conference, we have a guy called Pastor Chase Merrill. He's going to be coming from a church here in Modesto, and he's going to speak at a breakout where he's actually going to discuss what to do when everything goes downhill. So even though we didn't give you a whole lot of practical right now, we just kind of laughed it off because we're pretty tired and ready to get out of here. He will be bringing a breakout based on that, so that should be pretty cool too.
The time change kind of really affected our first morning service.
Sure.
Did it affect yours? We'll wait.
The answer is yes. We hate the time change. Why can't it be at 4 p.m. on a Friday when everybody wants an hour to come? Why is it at like 2 a.m. on a Sunday when it's the worst thing in the world?
That's wisdom.
I guess that'd be just a little bit weird. You're like, hey, I got a meeting at 2 and at 4. Wow, you got a 2-hour meeting? No, it's just that the time change. Get it?
Well, we'll see you next week. Video's going to start ramping into the conference, so keep track here. We'll do a lot of behind the scenes for the conference stuff, but we are looking forward to hanging out with you if you're on the West Coast, and maybe digitally, virtually, as we live stream as much as we can when we get there.
Dab.
Damn.